Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to the Hitman Freelancer Guards Only Challenge, where we're not allowed to do anything to those civilians. Not allowed to bop them or bonk them. We can give them the spookums, but that's about it. I've made my way back up to level 4, where we'd got to before we failed so egregiously the first time. And now we have 5 maps available, 3 of which I think we haven't seen in this challenge, so that's just dandy. We've got alerted Scale, we've got alerted Santa Fortuna, and we've got regular Berlin, and then we're also seeing Hokkaido and New York once again. So I'm thinking New York could be a good showdown destination. It's not one I regularly use for showdowns, but it could work. Let's have a look. It's Big Pharma, wasn't it? It's poison targets, dark guns, or emetics. Should we take that into consideration when we're looking at where to go? Well, it's pretty much everywhere we've got those, so that's fine. But we're going to begin with one of the alerteds, for sure. Scale shouldn't be too bad, because we can just get an elite guard outfit, and Bob's your uncle. Santa Fortuna's got a bunch of different cards, but they're each for different parts of the map, so could be tricky. Poison kill, poison target, hide target pods. And then ice pick, katana, or silent assassin. Well, we have a katana. We do also have an ice pick, but the katana's more easily retrievable if we mess things up. We could, for example, get one on New York. Now, sort yourself out, Yuki. Whenever I start recording, Yuki's like, hey, what you doing? Can I come and sit right in front of your keyboard, / on your lap, / can I climb all over you? And generally be a nuisance. Shall we bring both types of poison? Syringe and pill. Why the heck not? I suppose we should also actually pick up our prestige. And pick up a pistola, and then we should be good to go. So if Yuki will hopefully settle down, then we can head off to Santa Fortuna. Oh, he's a good boy. The statue is unveiled. Lovely. Let us all gather for a dance party. And whilst everyone's gathering, actually, let's have a look. So we've got a target in the village. We've got one who's hanging out down near the fishing area. And then we've got a couple in the mansion. So let's think about how we're going to do all of this. Oh, wait a minute. It's not going to be a dance party because it's the nighttime version with the revolutionary elusive target on the map. So that's going to confuse matters because I'm not sure about the guard placements on this version of the map. But there's a guard. They are in a right painful position to do anything with, I think. Now, you aren't really watching me, are you? Let us seek this guy. Looked like he was going to look at us. Oh yeah, also I'm standing right next to a woman who might wonder what shots are being fired. Okay, we got away with that. Challenge 1 of the video completed successfully. Now he's going to bugger off in there for a vom. Which means we should be able to get away with slicing him up. And putting him in a bin. Good. Target 1 got rid of. Hidden. Job's a good one. Now we'll work our way down to number 2 and then we'll worry about the mansion. We've only got one seeker shot left though. Now, target number 2 wanders in and out of this building, yeah? Can't be hidden over there. No, he wanders over there. Where can we hide this bod without getting spotted dragging it by someone?
king.
Right, he's going to come on round. Let's get our lethal syringe ready.
Okay, who's doing that?
Oh, crime noticed. Okay. Which means body's been found. We should probably leave the area. Who saw that then? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's not stick around and find out. Right, I was kind of hoping to just go straight to the mansion guard outfit.
He's by the goddamn river! Come on, come on!
He's not by the river.
No lo dejes salir con la suya! Attacking me! Somebody!
Hey, can do.
No. Piss. Okay, back this way.
Guys see him?
Now, anyone over here? Yep, someone's coming.
Gone, gone.
Okay, that guy knows who we are. But he's also not coming close enough. Okay. Things are going to get sketchy.
Mira, he's right there!
No, he's not. Can we change our pants?
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, we can.
Go flush them out.
Okay.
This
No,
thing right
you
here.
are suspicious. But you're not shooting me, you're just suspicious.
Hear me? If somebody's carrying weapons,
And the guy who is enforcer for this wall, for some reason, isn't there. So let's sneak on in. That should stop the guy who was suspicious of us from following us, because there's a wall in the way. And he doesn't know how to vault.
we might have a situation.
So, while we're here, we could take out the cameras, perhaps. We can get away with that.
Make this any worse than it has to be, amigo.
Can we just plink the camera from here?
Mierda!
Not perfectly we can't, but we got away with it. Now, is our enforcer friend back over this side of the wall? They are. But if we just run away from the bugger, then we can possibly get away with all of our crimes. I think we have, you know. Now, there was a safe back in Martinez's compound, wasn't there? But I don't think we'll worry about that for now. We're pushing our luck already. We've got a certain amount of freedom now that high target bodies has been blown. It's one of those challenges where I don't terribly mind blowing it, because then it just gives us more options to deal with our other people. But yeah, maybe I should have lured that guy into the hut rather than just around the corner. That would have probably been a smart move. Too late for regrets now though. We've got 2 more to take down. And because all the rest of our challenges are complete, we can take them down however we so choose. Now, where are they exactly? One is on the ground floor, and one is up above. So because one's up above, we probably can't just get the Hippo Whisperer outfit and sneak in with that, because we need to take them both out. If there's only one at ground level, the Hippo Whisperer outfit is fine for the whole of the ground level, so that would have been okay. No reason whatsoever to kill this guy. And yet here we are. Round we go, and in. So, there will be enforcers. Aside from our targets, who are definitely enforcers. This is the problem with the guards only challenge, is that alerted maps are tricky because you are going to be identified in most of the outfits that you're in. Although, wait a minute, now one of the targets is on our level, and one is downstairs. Okay, so we do still need the guard outfit because one of them is in a place that the Hippo Whisperer cannot get to. We want to go down these stairs, perhaps. Which means we want that guy to disappear. Cameras are already off, so that camera up there is not a problem. And let's see, our target is the barkeep by the look of it. Is he going to be the one who comes out? No, he's going to send the guard. This guard might be an enforcer, so let's see. No.
No, no, no! Ow!
Down they go. In they go. Okay, he wasn't an enforcer, he's just a white dot on the map because he was suspicious of the sound that he'd heard. Which we can live with. Now, old Limpy's wandered over. Is there any sort of distraction in that little room behind that we could use to lure in our barkeep? I'd be curious to check. Maybe I'll check after we've killed him without using that little room.
Okay.
Because now he's coming out.
Yes.
Yes. Three out of 4.
I can't believe
Now, if we'd been able to get in
when we know that his sister killed
to here,
while sleeping with her.
it's a bathroom. Okay, so we could have probably turned the sink on, lured him in there, drowned him, or just shanked him up or something. And then we could have got rid of him in a cupboard. That's good to know. I don't think I've ever used that little bathroom for my crimes. Now, the Museum of Rico is probably where our last target hangs out.
Oh, I love
Let's
this
see.
photo.
It's a
Rico
guard.
and the hippo when he took his first steps in the pen.
That car
I believe he's
can't
so
be
big
exploded.
now. Not to
There's
mention
nothing we
the
can drop
fact
on
that
his
Rico
head.
still visits him. He usually loses interest in things
They
so
wouldn't probably
trivial.
notice if we just shoot this guy. Can we shoot him through an outside window? That would require getting to an outside window without running into some guards.
Sure.
Although no one's really looking in that corner, are they? So,
Weird.
okay, so he's not going to pay attention to that because the maid
What was that?
saw us throw it. Although the other maid didn't, and she came over, so
Not again.
Curious.
Ay, that's just irritating.
but round here behind the car might be a spot as well. Let's see, although that maid is now on the move now that her conversation is finished. She goes over there. Strumming the cello doesn't seem to attract any attention. Shame. Now, throwing our wrench also seems to get no attention. Is that because it's on a nice carpeted floor? Or is it just because this guard is going to be a pain in the ass? Right, what have we got? A bathroom. I guess we could lure him into the bathroom, couldn't we? No, someone else is going to hear that. Or, no, it was him. Good. Kind of worried about that guy outside now, though. Worried enough to actually stop what I'm about to do? No. Oh, and he's gone back anyway. Good. So yeah, if only we hadn't botched that one target, we could have hidden all the bodies probably. But that target was going to be really tricky to hide anyway. So I'm not that mad about things. Now, the supplier is somewhere in the town centre. I know that sometimes on this map, they're sort of upstairs a bit. They're near where you turn off the satellite feed to annoy the revolutionary. And yeah, he's up in that building. Is that one that we're allowed up to as the type of guard we are? I don't think so, is the answer. And there's also a guard right there who's just hanging out. So, this is not where the revolutionary is hanging out tonight. I'm not even sure if he's on the map, to be honest. But he does spawn in 3 different spots, so one cannot be sure at this stage. I guess for science I could go and look around the 3 different spots and see if I can find him. But
Come out if you're there.
I don't know if that's necessary. Now, this outfit definitely allows us upstairs. Although, we've still got to go through a locked door. This is the odd thing about this supplier. Is that the most sensible route to him is behind a locked door that you have to lockpick. Because I don't think you can get a key for that door. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, not an expert on the elusive targets.
I got some cool stuff.
Lead the way.
But either way, we are up here and we could buy a baseball bat and a folding knife. Yes.
Just come back if you need more.
Baseball bats are big and clunky and tough to get out of the map sometimes. So it's nice to pick one up when we can. When it's not going to cause us problems and weigh us down. Do we go for the safe? It's kind of tough to get into a mansion again without enforcers noticing you because of that lad. And it is upstairs in that room that was full of enforcers as well, so I think we'll leave the safe.
I'm the one putting my neck out here, and they don't care.
There is a crate here though. Can we get that from this side? No, we'd have to lockpick a door in front of probably half a dozen guards, so we're not going to do that either. We're going to play it somewhat cautious. And we're going to go home. So one more alerted map. And its scale. So the difficulty ramps up. What challenges do we have? We have got poison guard with a syringe. Don't blow your disguise, use only one disguise. Okay. So 2 of them should be okay because we're going to go for the elite guard outfit, I think. If we can get to it. Okay. Now, collateral kill firearms could be possible. Maybe. I think we've got at least one sniper rifle that's got piercing, but I'm just going to go and have a quick look as well. See if I can't find a mushroom. Because we've just used our modern lethal syringe. Be nice to replace it. Would be really nice if we can start on the roof on scale. Make life much easier if we can just jump straight into our one allowed disguise. Could potentially even syringe the guard that we need to syringe to get the disguise. But I'd probably rather save it for an actual target. That's the microscope 47. That's the syringe making equipment. Good. So what do we have? We've got modern lethal syringe. We've got our Seacom. We've got our gun. When it comes to piercing, we've got at least one sniper rifle that does that, although it's not a quiet one. So subtlety might not be the order of the day. Unless we bring a silent shotgun instead. Because shotguns can also be used for collateral firearms. It's just tricky to line them up sometimes. Yeah, we'll bring our silent shotty instead. And that would also allow us to bring a submachine gun in case things get pear-shaped. Things never get pear-shaped on scale though, right? It's the rooftop. Fantastic. This is the one thing I did want to happen. So we've got a pair of guards in there. One of them is generously going to donate his pants to us. We should also probably have a look around. So we've got a target up high in the conclave. Bernadette. And then we've got a couple of targets lower down. We've got Luigi in or near the showroom, and then we've got Rita, who is outside by the stone circle. Is she the one that complains about not having the burial dagger? She might be. Now, you turn off that tap. And I will take your pants. and I will drop you in here. So Rita is not suitable for collateral firearms for sure. Because she's just awkward. I'd probably like to snipe her from somewhere far away. So that I can just get away from the scene of the crime. But I think that's perfectly doable. Alright, come on Butler, you want to move. I know you do. You want to go over into that corner somewhere so I can sneak away? Although I guess I don't even need to carry this briefcase anymore, so I could have gone out of a window and down a pipe. No. Oops, I was about to kick that guy off the cliff for no real reason. Instead I'll do it to this one. Oh, actually there is a good reason to kick this guy off a cliff this time. For a change. Although, I don't want to kick him off and then cause a ruckus down below. Yeah, she's the one over there. Let's see. Let's dispose of this guy over here where his friend went. Just because we don't want anyone down below being like, "God blimey, a body." At least not yet we don't. We do in a few seconds. No. There we go. Target down. Now everyone's going to come up here and be like, where did that shot come from? So we want to be somewhere else entirely.
Feels sort of quaint.
There's another target in here. However, we're going to go upstairs. I don't think we can easily take cameras out up here because there is the Raiders room, but I'm not sure how to get into it in a trouble-free fashion. So we're just going to hang out for a moment. Now, maybe actually we whip out the old shotgun, bring it with us. Because this pipe might be hostile. But then we can hang. Now, so she is our target. But there's also other people in here. So, can she be collateral? So she's going to hang out over there for a moment. Then she's going to go back out for her smokers. We haven't got the key to get into there. Does one of these guards have the key?
Could you repeat it?
No, did you drop a key card for me? No, that's unfortunate. Where would she go to do a vom? That's another question that we could ask. Is she going to go upstairs or down? Because if she's going to go upstairs, we could just follow her through the door. But if she's going to go down, where would she then go from here? I guess she'd come out here and make her way... Yeah, I don't think she's going to come out here. Now, maybe we can get this guy to go upstairs. Where are you going to go if we place a gun in front of you?
What's that doing here?
Are you going to go upstairs or... No, you're going to come this way. Guess we can also see if you have got a key card for us. We'll grab your shotgun just to reload our ammo. No, you also don't have a key card. Now, she comes down the stairs. We can knock her out somewhere. And then we can lure in that guy there, right? Whereas if she goes up the stairs, we'll sneak through the door with her. And then she'll go past other guards. What if she goes outside, though? Then we could just push her off the ledge, but... that wouldn't help us with our collateral kill firearms. So she might not be the best bet for this. But I'm not certain, one way or the other, what the best bet is. So he's going outside again. She's going to go outside at some point after him.
Oh god.
So let's just find out what she does. She is going this way, okay. Wasn't quite expecting that, but that's fine. Because now she can fall down. And she can be parked up here somewhere. Now the guard who's just inside this door can be lured in a similar fashion. So yeah, he's going to come and investigate this possible 517. We're going to close that door. And give him a box to the head whilst he's inhaling in a dramatic fashion. Now we just need to line these two up in such a way that their heads are touching, and we should be able to get collateral firearms. Let's see, let's just drag around in a circle until something looks promising. That looks promising. There's her head. Where's his head? It's underneath. But maybe that's okay. Yes, that's okay. Collateral firearms is got. We can even tidy up, I guess. Where were you looking, smoke friend? Although, is this going to drop them outside the window of the lower room? It might do. Now he's coming over. He's going to look at his phone. So yeah, if someone's having a smoke down below and this body just rains down in front of them. Yeah.
Oh, crap. Are you okay? Yo, help!
Okay, so people are going to be on alert. But are we going to be able to take advantage of this commotion to run past anyone who might be
Put
sus?
it out! You calm down. I'll investigate.
Yeah, you go investigate. Now he's going outside,
We have a situation.
so we'll go this
We
way.
have a situation, and I need you to stay calm.
Huh?
Just
Jeez,
get out of the way. Come on, leave the area.
a lot of sus people about. I guess all the guards are now roaming around looking for the cause of trouble up there. So that was risky. We probably should have just left without dropping those bodies off. But it did work. Now, what happens if we come across here? This is hostile. That's a raider room. But that's next to the raider room that the cameras are in. So,
Voice, man? Please give me a sign. I'll come and get you.
don't really help. Now, there's our man. There's a guard, though. So,
You there? You need anything?
let's lure some people into this. Oh, wait a minute. I was about to lure in a civilian. Yep.
Yes.
Can't do that.
Just come back if you need more.
Pisk. So how am I going to
Did you?
deal with
Did
my
you do
target?
this?
No, I didn't do that. Shut up.
If I had the money, I'd snap up one of those.
No. Maybe our target goes into this room. However, she is also in this room, and she's a civilian. That guy, not a problem. That guy's a guard. He can be removed. But she is awkward. And I don't think she leaves this room. She's not currently looking though. Oops. Okay, now she's looking.
Well, this is awkward.
But she'll turn around in a minute. Yeah, don't you worry about me, guard friend. I just need to make sure that she's not about. Maybe if I bump this guy again. Come on, woman, turn away. Yep, she's turned away.
Hey!
Did you survive that? You did? Huh. Well, we'll take your gun then. So, how do we deal with our man? I mean, he's just stood right there, isn't he? So we just do that.
Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
Top scheming. Now, oh yeah, we still need to poison a guard with a syringe. But we got time for that somewhere, haven't we? No one's really watching this door, one would hope. Yep. Now, there's a guy over there who knows us. There are raiders down here. But we should be able to pull one of them into a position where we can syringe them quietly without anyone spotting.
I just need a second of your time, tough guy.
Okay, that guy noticed that.
So, let me see if I
He's
got
now
this.
sus. We're making a lot of people suspicious of us. We're getting away with it. Because we're not officially blowing our disguise. But yeah, a lot of people aren't happy with us. No. Down here though. Here is where we can syringe a guard without any trouble whatsoever. We'll just wait for his friend to walk outside. And then we can make our escape from the map. Where is the safe? It's in a security room. Maybe that's gettable. Bugger off, friendo. Thank you. Have we got this gun? I think so. Quickest way to the security room is over here. There's probably going to be an extra guard in it because the safe's in there. 4 guards. Door is locked. But we have got a lockpick. So let's just ping that camera first of all. No, someone's actually coming downstairs to see what's going on with that shot camera. Or are they? No, they're a little suspicious, but they're not coming down. And nobody in here is an enforcer, which is very nice. That's all that done. Now,
Your breath stinks.
you what?
Back off.
I will fucking end you, chum. Now, can we get the safe without worrying about these lads? I don't know. I'm not going to take any chances. Can we take them all down with a shaman powder? That would be funny. We could probably take them all down with this fire extinguisher as well. And maybe even the camera box. Okay, we've got 3 of them.
Move! Come in command!
Now, can we do our thing without anyone noticing? Yeah, we can. Good. Yep, bodies being found. One of them's mysteriously been shot in the head. But the rest were just spooged on by the extinguisher. And we are out of here. We've actually got a perfect run as well. I was expecting our disguise to get blown at some point. And it nearly did a few times. But no, we got away with things. Well done, everyone. Right, so we're on the easy home stretch now, right? Yes? I think that's yes. We've got 3 maps to go. Hokkaido's probably the trickiest of the 3 that are left. No bodies found. Ugh. No bodies found is the worst. Katana kill, on the other hand, is the best. Now, take no damage, poison emetic. So we've got everything we need, really. Seeker will at least let us move a couple of bodies to bathrooms. Well, a couple of people to bathrooms, where they will then become bodies. 4 targets, though, so 2 more are going to need to be dealt with in a subtle fashion, if at all possible. Maybe we bring a bit of poison, although, no. Lethal poison, as we've previously mentioned, is when you want people dead in public areas, so that their bodies are found, but they look like an accident. So we don't necessarily want that with us. We could still make a lethal poison, though. or an emetic poison if we can find our friend Mushroom again. Because we've still got the freelancer crate to fill out. And an emetic syringe might be nice for the map. But I'm not seeing old Mushroom anywhere. So heck with it. Off we go to Hokkaido. It's a morgue start.
So,
But that's okay, because if you get up immediately, you can sneak away without anyone spotting you. And it's an easy camera takedown.
The guys had a mood-altering neurochip implanted.
Lovely. So, cameras are no longer a problem. That can be tricky on an alerted map, the old morgue start, but it's still not the worst thing in the world. Oh, and here's our target. He's one of the two guards who's coming downstairs. Is he going to come inside, or is he just going to walk past? He's going to walk past, however, that's fine. We will lure his friend in. Hello, you.
Hello. I know you're here somewhere.
Yep, here I am. Now, if you would be so kind as to pop in a cupboard, that would be great. And if I could take your clothes, that would be even better. Now, target friend is going to come back. And no bodies found. Should be quite easy for this guy. No one else standing up top, is there, right now? I mean, there's a target up there, but she's not immediately around.
Good day to you, sir.
Yes, good day to you, dead man. There we go. Body one out the way. Now, our target is what? They look like a worker. But they're not going to be drawn outside by...
Security on site.
Yeah, they're not going to be drawn out by the fuse box, because that guy would be drawn out instead.
And yet again, I'm lost.
Where's she going?
Time can be such a waste of time.
She's standing here. Who are you, anyway? You are Lisa Rickardson. Very well. Are you ever going to stand in a spot where you are easy to seek her? Because if we can seek you, you're just going to come down the stairs, aren't you? And be no issue whatsoever. I should have checked if I had a remote emetic gas device and brought that along. But I didn't think about that, and now it's too late. Okay, potentially from there, but then we've got a guy sat down over there, so we can't really seek her from here.
Plays golf with Tim Quinn himself every Thursday.
it's money.
No.
Why is he wrapped in bandages?
He's getting like a total makeover.
Just castrated.
Muscle in
This could be a spot. She's not going to notice, is she? She's too far away.
Wants to grow.
It's a difficult shot, though.
like tell what she is.
Okay, so...
Like, what about copyright?
Yes,
Can't
right.
Kruger sue?
Well, I don't really.
I think we got away with that. Yeah, that guy's like, what was that noise? But that's about it.
Who cares?
Okay, she's not going
Oh, really?
to the bathroom downstairs. That surprises me. She's going to the bathroom up here then, I guess. Yes, she is. Is that better for us? Perhaps. Because there might be a cupboard in here. Yeah. No. He's just walked in. Nobody important.
Daily checkers, they say. Call my name sooner, I'll file
I'm pretty sure no one comes into this bathroom.
kill.
あなたの排泄物を分析中、明らかに繊維が不足し、水の摂取量が多すぎます。
Okay, so that's
お米の食べ
2 of
過ぎに
4.
ご注意ください。
Next target is also around this area. So director's wandering past. He is not a target. And he's a civilian, so
With the director, there you are.
not a lot we can do about him. Ah, target number 3 then is the doctor who escorts Mr. Jason Portman to his appointment. Do we want to wait for him to do that? Because target number 4 is also over in that sort of area, in the hospital area. So maybe we wait. Now, can we get a bodyguard outfit from anywhere without too much trouble? Because we're not allowed in the morgue, but we can sneak past the morgue doctors.
Jason Portman.
I feel like no bodies found is going to be difficult upstairs though,
Guys had a mood
A
altering
doctor will
neurochip
escort you to your checkup.
because there aren't many
That was
bathrooms and
for
whatnot around.
Mister.
Yeah, this might not be a good spot to find a bodyguard that we can take down. Because that guy's going to notice if we run across that hallway, surely. Maybe if we go out to the helipad, we stand a better chance. We also potentially run into a gardener who causes us some difficulty, but not a lot we can do about him. Yeah, this might not have helped coming over here. Although here's another target. What's that guy doing over here? Yeah. Cool. You come with us, friend. This version of the map doesn't have any guards up top, so no one's going to find you up here. So we could just push you off that cliff, but then that might be... Yeah, no one's going to see you over here, are they? It's fine. And that leaves one target, but we still haven't got a proper outfit to get in there. And that's where she now is, because she is, in fact, the target that we discussed. Jason Portman's doctor. Now she's going to go about regular everyday doctor routines. We could sneak into that bathroom down below, but does that help us? Because I think that's occupied more by doctors than anyone else. I was tempted to drop an icicle on those lads, but again, that doesn't really help us, and that raises the chance of bodies being found. If there's only one bodyguard over there, I could lure him over here with a few gunshots. But there's multiples. There's no doctor outfits that we can just pick up. Oh, is that our target? It is. But we can't get to her. There's got to be a better way of getting a bodyguard outfit. Is there a morgue doctor outfit anywhere? Not that I can think of. Can't blow open doors on this map either, because that's not how they work on Hokkaido. Wait a minute. I've got a plan. It's a very good plan. Let's think. Where is our security room? Now, can we get past you without you being too annoyed? We can. Are you going to go into the security room though? One of these two outside guards is going to walk in there. Yeah, it's you. Good. Now, are you going to go into the little cubby room or just stay in here? You're just going to stay in here. Oh, the safe's in here as well. Alright, you come on in. Door will close behind you, right? Why is the door not closed? There it is. I was going to say, it closed behind me, no trouble, so... You can get him covered. Now, the other guy doesn't come in here. The other outside guy. I didn't want the fire extinguisher. I want to pick up my screwdriver again. There we go. Now, you can go in the cupboard. Actually, yeah, we don't even need to find the codes, do we? Because if an explosion happens behind two doors, people don't hear it. This is the main reason I came here. Is to pick a lock and get a disposable scrambler. That will allow us through doors. Suppose whilst I'm here as well, I could also deal with the cameras, but I've already dealt with those, so no. Should have remembered that. Now. Door closes. Explosion goes off. No one cares because there were two doors between it and the nearest listener. So that's the safe cracked. Now, where would we use our one hacker device? Because what I'm wondering is, right, is there a second door up there that needs hacking as well?
Forgive me.
Or is it just the one out here? I feel it would be very silly if there was a second one up there, because then what would be the point in hacking this one? I feel like that's a regular door up there. So let's find out if I'm right, or if I'm a big wally. Yeah, good. It's a regular door. And finally we are bodyguard. And so with that out of the way, we can go and find that doctor who has caused us so much bother. Oops. Or we could jump in a cupboard next to a dead guy. That's an option. There's a bodyguard who's a bit sus. There's one that knows us as well. We are allowed in the control room. She has now gone into a room. There's a bodyguard who's also a bit sus. So a well-timed seeker shot should send us scuttling to a bathroom. And then no bodies can be found. Oh, piss.
Alright, look alive. We're moving out. We have a possible target.
Now, is she panicking? Because if she's panicking, that seeker shot won't have done anything. Doesn't look like she's panicking. So she's just going to go to a bathroom now. Or has she recovered? Yep, she's panicking now. God damn it. So, why did that shot get someone's attention? I'm pretty sure there was no one that could see that. I'll have to look back in the footage and see what happened there. But as it is, I might have to make some more bodies. That guy's coming down the stairs. Is he going to come far enough? Either way, no bodies found is probably buggered at this point. Because yeah, she's just going about her business again. And we've run out of seeker shots. And we don't have enough cash to buy a new one. And we haven't got any other outfits which will allow us up there that we can pick up because of the whole civilians not to be harmed rule. So, orange people everywhere.
Oh, damn it. Now I have to cancel that squad.
Who saw me?
Question, unless everything runs smoothly tomorrow.
Was it you?
Portman is not a happy camper right now.
I mean, nobody in here is sus. Those two doctors out there, are they? They've been out for a smoke. Oh, there's a cupboard here. So maybe we can get her when she comes back in and we can just shank her and put her in a cupboard. Oh, she drinks. If I'd known that, we could have just rat poisoned her. The question is, what are those two guys going to do? Because if Jason Portman's coming through this room on a regular pattern, then that's awkward. But if she goes down, and those guys don't turn their heads, then we can put her in a cupboard. We just about got away with that. Jeez. That was close. That was far too close for comfort. Nails, we need your ride, my friend. But it's a perfect run. Whew. So, Berlin and New York. Should be easy, right? Biker outfit, bish bash bosh. And then high security guard outfit, bish bash. And indeed, bosh. Another katana kill. Bloody hell, they're just throwing them at me. Very well then. I should just stop throwing away the katana instead of check what the prestige objectives are. Now, what do you have today, Berlin? You have got poison target emetic, eliminate guards with an SMG, and poison with a dart gun. Well, we've got all of those things about our person. Oh, we don't have the remote emetic gas, so guess it's fine. We wouldn't have been able to use it last time anyway. Nothing's stopping us from blowing people up. Aside from the fact that there might be civilians nearby. So we'll bring a rubber duck as well. Just for the funsies. And we'll go to Berlin. Could have bought a sniper rifle as well. But ran out of inventory space, so that's fine. At least we started in the best location, which is on the roof. Much like Scale, being on the roof is a good thing. Now that will allow us to quickly acquire ourselves a guard outfit. There's a guard. I've come down on the wrong side to the one that I would usually go for, but I guess it's fine. That guy... I was going to say, is that guy too far away to be lured by that generator? But the answer is no. Wunderbar. Oh, SMG kills. Oh well. I'm sure we'll get 3 of those still. There's plenty of guards available. Like that one, for example. Four targets. Where might they be located? They're all down in the club, by the look of it, or around the club at least. So this should be fairly straightforward. Next step is going to be to turn off the cameras, like so. We could potentially SMG 2 more guards in here just to get them out of the way, because there are going to be isolated pockets of guard about the place, like this lad, for instance. And that lad as well. Yeah, no one over there can really see what we're about to do. And even if they do find those bods eventually, we're going to be long gone. So is anyone right down on the ground level of the club? Yes. Fritz. Let's go see if we can't find him. Ah man, it's been a while since I've been to Berlin. And this time it looks as though it's the drop variant of the map because we got different music. So that's wonderful. Now, is there a keycard in here? Yes, there is. Good. Could come in handy. And then Fritz, in relation to ourselves, is now on the dance floor. Okay. So they go between the dance floor and other spots, roaming around over this side of the club. So Juice Bar and whatnot are the other spots he'll be in. There he is, taking a piss. Is he going to go through here? And is there somewhere where I can get into there without lockpicking in front of all and sundry? Yeah, this door lets me in. Now, he's checking himself in the mirror. Maybe he's going to come in. I'm not sure. Some people definitely come through here. Looks like he's not one of them. He's going back this way. Back to the dance floor. So maybe he's a target for a sniping from up above. Just to avoid getting into too much trouble. Now, up above there, we've got plenty of people around as well, watching about the gaff. We've also got Dewey. What are you up to, Dewey? You just chilling? Yeah. Is this the bit that can be electrified? I think it is. But there's also probably civilians on it most of the time. And I think you need to be a DJ as well. And we can't really get a DJ outfit, so... So how would one silently take out Dewey? He might be a good target for a dart gun. And he might now go to a particular bin that I know of as his vom spot, which will make him an easy enough takedown. I think what he's going to do is come around here, past our former elusive target, and he's going to come in here. When he's in here, he's going to chuck into that bin. Let's find out if I'm right. Yep. Pay no attention, anyone. This is just staff-only business going on around here. Fantastic. So that's a perfect run sorted once we've actually, you know, killed the rest of our targets. So is there anywhere quiet where we can get a sight of the dance floor? In here might actually be the best bet for that as well. Because we can vault this. It's kind of hostile. The lights are on us. But no, we're okay. And this side is nice and quiet. Largely. So, where's our Fritz gun? Here it is. Even if we get spotted somehow, it might not be the end of the world, because we haven't got any more targets in the club. So we just beat a hasty retreat. And find our outside targets, or our upstairs targets. It's obviously not ideal. But I won't be incredibly sad if we get spotted committing this crime. No. So he stands there. That's kind of awkward. Although from here, no one's really watching us, but we also can't see what's going on down below. Okay. Trickier than I thought, maybe? Yeah, there's stuff in the way there. He only does a little dance and then he buggers off. So maybe that little locked room is the best place to be. Yeah, maybe we go back into our juice bar and we just sneak into that locked room and then we shoot him while he's taking a piss. People will see it, but they won't see us do it. Well, I mean, they might do if that guy's hanging around. Do you want to piss off, mate? Oh, he's going back out again already. What an ass. Yeah, you just walk on through. Oh no, he's out of sight. Although, no one's actually close to him whilst he's in there, right? No one is going to get killed by this, except for him. Yeah, no collateral damage. It's very much a crime, and everyone's well aware of this. But no one knows it was our crime. Could have even made it an accident if we'd bothered to find a propane tank, but heck with that. We're on a schedule here. We've got places to be and people to bonk. Now, next target is in wardrobe. And then the last one is upstairs again? Okay. Wardrobe one we know about. We go in here, which no one really notices, and it's the dude. He's going to be the one who notices that, I believe.
Huh? What the heck was that?
Good, so round he goes.
Not again, man, not again.
Down he goes. She might find that bod. Don't really care. Because we've only got one left and they are up on a roof. Probably actually the wrong way to go. Let's instead go through wardrobe. And back out here and then up the stairs. And last target is going up and down these stairs. Okay. So they're an extra guard. because there's normally only these guys. But that's fine. He's having a smoker, which you might find is not good for his health. Whee! That was fun. And now let's find a way off this roof that's a bit more subtle. Because we've kind of alerted a few people to our presence there. Is there a safe way down? I always forget with this rooftop. I'm not seeing one. Okay, that guy saw that. He's going to come down to try and have a word with us. Where is he? Oh, he's running straight past us. Amazing.
We lost track of the bastard.
Yes, where could he be? Good lord. These guards. All completely useless. Now, we haven't found our supplier, but that's fine. We'll just save up and buy something nice on the next map. Like the collector's lockpick. For now, we've got a bicycle to get. So that's 3 perfect runs in a row. Now we've got a showdown awaiting us. Jolly good. Now, what do we have? Arrange meeting. Assault rifle epic or headshot kill legendary. Okay, it's time for the assassin's pistol to stay at home. And the old silver baller to come with us instead. As we seek out the facilitator. It's New York. We've got Dart Gun, Emetic, and Perfect Shooter. Perfect Shooter's horrible. We don't like that. Oh, and there's the remote Emetic gas device. Nice. Although we don't really need it because we're going for Dart Gun anyway, so we'll leave that at home. We might bring a chloroform flask though, because I'm pretty sure if one of our targets walks into the security room at the bottom, where there's a bunch of unconscious guys, they won't flee immediately. What they will do is try and help first, and then possibly flee thereafter. So we can leave that room unattended, and if someone walks in there, that's just grand. Okay, it's the front door today. Very well. There's lookouts about. Probably assassins about as well. But that's not going to affect our general plan. The plan, of course, being the usual, to get ourselves a high security outfit. Although, is that a target in this room? Yes. Who are you? You've got a hat. Is that a problem?
Wow.
Not exactly. Glasses, hat, tattoo, brown hair. She might be the one. Now.
Excuse me? Sir, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be anywhere near here.
You're right. I shouldn't be here.
You know this guy?
We've kind of screwed the pooch there.
You have to do something. You have to help me, alright?
47, the target is trying to escape.
Right.
That happened.
Okay, this has gone a bit wrong. However... Oh, piss. There we go. Target down.
We need some help.
Right. Why that has all occurred, basically, is because this is the alternative version of the map on Freelancer Variations, where the 2 IT guys don't start sat next to one another playing Kane and Lynch. One of them starts there, and the other one starts at that desk. And I thought I was crouched when I wasn't, for some reason. I don't know why I thought I was crouched. But he saw me, he got sus. One of them saw me hide in this box, and therefore got sus. And that triggered everything that you've just seen. But that did tell us, though, that that was our target, because if that hadn't been our target, then we wouldn't have got the message from Diana that our target was immediately escaping. So, kind of a win, kind of a loss. It's ruined our run of perfect runs, but that's fine. Now we can just wait until the heat dies down, and then we can follow our usual procedure and get ourselves the high-vis outfit. High-vis? High-security outfit. Why is it now saying combat all of a sudden? That's got me alarmed. We're not in combat. None of these people are suggesting that combat is happening. They're just walking about. I'm just going to stay in here until that combat wears off. It might be that it's going to wear off when targets escape the map. Although actually, I'm very impatient. Let's work on getting our security guard outfit. Oh, there's an assassin roaming around in the next room, who now suddenly also knows who we are. Very well. And now a lookout's been alerted. It's all kicking off. And now some more people are probably escaping the map. And our security guard appears to have got lost on his way here. Probably because he's now suddenly become alerted as well. This is all very confusing and messy. And now, area being investigated again. Does that mean that our high security guard is now going back to his usual patrol? It looks like it is.
How does this thing work? Does this go here or there?
What happens is the screwdriver here
Turns it back
goes
over.
into your neck there. And then that's how we get ourselves a new outfit. Simple, really. And now we are no longer sus. Although there are still lookouts. We need to bear this in mind. But otherwise we are just the security guard with the cool gun. I assume everyone has left the vicinity of this exit point. Yeah, good. So, let's knock out a few guards. Wanted to get that done immediately whilst all three of them are still in there. Let's grab ourselves an explosive for no clear reason. Alright, seems like some people on the map are still unaware that all this ruckus has occurred, because there are still targets out there. But one thing I have discovered in the past, much to my regret, is that you can trigger lookouts by setting off the vault alarm. But that's not an issue now that our target's gone, so let's just go ahead and do that as we normally would. Okay, that's the side rooms robbed. Where's our supplier on this version of the map? They're on level 1 in the bathroom. So a normal sort of position for them to be in. I don't think the suppliers move on this version of the map compared to the standard one, but I'm not 1,000,000% on that. So don't quote me on that. Now, what are you doing in here? You've got an outline, so are you an assassin? I didn't think assassins ever had a smoke. But here you are, just bothering my supplier. Looks like he's not going to move though. Maybe he's just alarmed because of all the chaos. Assassin down, good. I'm glad he wasn't just a civilian that I'd mistaken for an assassin, because it'd be very sad if we failed the challenge at the last minute with a bit of civilian collateral damage. Now, what do we want today? We could buy something pricey, or we could buy another silenced shotgun and a silenced submachine gun. We can afford both of them. That's another assassin. Oh, that's a Perez. Yeah, don't worry about me, Perez. You have got bigger issues to worry about, like why your bank appears to have been robbed. I mean, he doesn't know that yet, but he will by close of the day. So here we go, a few more mercers for our troubles. And this map almost was a big piece of trouble. And I guess we still haven't resolved the issue fully of what happens when suspects go through the gas room. But that's fine, because what we have done is completed the challenge. Guards only done. Now, that got a bit hairy at times. I'm glad we managed to get it done on the second attempt. And we got a Sieger. That's very nice. We do like our legendary sniper rifles. We'll take an explosive ducky as well. And next time it'll be time for a new challenge. But what is that challenge going to be, I hear you cry? The answer is something a bit wacky, I think. But I'll leave you guessing until next time, I think. And until then, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you soon.